Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Power of Literacy for Littles podcast. This is a 5-episode mini-series by Power of One Foundation and made possible by Orange County Department of Education. I'm your host, Shawnee Roberson. I am the co-founder and operations director for Power of One Foundation, a local nonprofit here in Orange County. I have 12 years of experience in the nonprofit sector. I am also a published children's book author, a publisher, and a mother of 2 little toddlers.
And I am another co-host, Chrissy Green. I'm the community engagement coordinator for Dolly Parton's Imagination Library, and I've been in the nonprofit sector for over 20 years. And for about 10 of those years, I ran a literacy program for juvenile court and community schools in San Diego.
Awesome. Very happy to have you here, Chrissy.
Thank you. Thank you. In this episode, we'll make the case for early literacy as a lifelong game changer and educate viewers on the local need, urgency, and momentum of Dolly Parton's Imagination Library.
Yes, bringing it to Orange County. And today we are excited to introduce and be here with Cristina Blevins. You are the Early Learning Senior Program Officer for First 5 Orange County. Can you share with our listeners and viewers a little bit more about who you are, what you do with your position?
Sure. At First 5 Orange County, we have a mission that all children thrive and meet their full potential. So my role at First 5 is to support the early learning programming throughout our county, including childcare, school district-run preschools, anything that a 0 to 5-year-old will access to support their learning is kind of what I manage over at First 5 currently.
Oh, that's incredible.
Thank you so much. And in regards to First 5 Orange County, what role does the organization play in our community?
So First 5, like I mentioned, our goal is that all children meet their full potential. And we believe that access to quality care and quality early learning is a key component to that. We have been supporting district-run and community-run preschools with quality improvement efforts for about 20 years now.
Wow.
So we continue to support that, and one of the biggest things we do to support our community is we collect the Early Development Index data, also known as EDI. We collect it every 3 years, and it's a population-based assessment that tells us how kids are doing when they enter kindergarten, emotionally, socially, and academically. And we've been able to see the growth, and we've been collecting it district-wide for 10 years now. So we've been able to see from 10 years ago to now, we just collected it in January, we've been able to see the growth of kindergartners and their readiness. And our goal is really that the community see themselves in their role of supporting children before they enter that kindergarten classroom.
The parents being the first educator.
Yep.
That's amazing. Thank you so much.
That's awesome. And can you share with us more about what that program looks like how it exists in the community, who you work with, and who you collaborate with to collect that data?
Yeah, we work with our school districts. So 100% of our school districts that have a kindergarten population support us in the collection of that data. So all the kindergarten teachers take some time out at the beginning of the school year to do an assessment. It's about 100 questions that they go through based on recall and assess the child's readiness.
Oh, amazing. And in those 10 years, you said that you've been seeing progress. Can you share a little bit more about what that's looked like?
Yeah, so this year we just collected our data in January, and our results show that 53% of kids in Orange County are ready for kindergarten across 5 developmental domains, and we are up 4 percentage points from when we collected it 10 years ago. And language and literacy is one of the biggest bumps in our data. We've seen a lot of growth in language and literacy over those 10 years.
That's music to our ears.
Yep.
That's awesome.
How can families support their child's literacy development at home?
So like you mentioned, we do believe that a parent is a child's first teacher or their caregiver. So we really want to emphasize the just access to storytelling and reading books at home. That even if you don't have a book, just talking and storytelling and narrating your child's day, having them access words is a key component for families to support their kids. At First 5, we've developed some activities called Kid Builders, and they live on our website. And they're activities that parents can do at home with their kids with materials that you have, just laundry, whatever you have at home that can help your child develop in those different skill sets so that they're meeting those milestones and they're getting ready for kindergarten.
That's incredible. Literacy obviously is within books, but it can be something as simple as driving and seeing a stop sign and pointing out the color and what that means and the shape.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you're integrating it in a way that makes it simple for parents and caregivers.
Yeah, and we really want to emphasize that research that was done on the million-word gap, right? That if you start reading to your baby, even 15 minutes a day, they will have been exposed to 1 million more words than a child that didn't when they enter school. So just access to the language is a key component to what we support families to understand.
Well, thank you for the work that you're doing.
Yeah, thank you. It's transformative. We know that the third grade tipping point is paramount for child success in their school trajectory. From your professional lens, what is the link between literacy and long-term success?
So it's funny that you mentioned the third grade tipping point, because our EDI data, we just did a research study and found that there is a connection between the kiddos that were not ready when they entered kindergarten, were not reading at grade level when they were assessed in third grade. So we're really seeing at what early interventions or preventions we can implement to get those kids ready, so then they don't struggle when they get to that third grade. But we do know that that long-term success in having language, it just goes hand in hand, and language is how they access the world, and even just being able to talk to a friend or follow directions from your teacher. So just understanding those connections and helping the community understand those connections is important for us.
Yeah, that's incredible.
We recognize that access to books can be transformational, especially for our littlest community members. What does a program like Dolly Parton's Imagination Library mean to you as a professional focusing on literacy and also our little learners?
Well, we know that although the Orange County that you may see on TV is not definitely the Orange County that we all see in our backyards. So we know that there are pockets of vulnerabilities and communities that may not have access to things. Having a book may be a luxury for some families, so being able to provide these to all children in our communities or pockets of community that don't have access is huge for families. I know years ago they used to do more of the book giveaways, but that's, I think, because of budget cuts, a lot of that has not been happening recently. So having this program come in and support families and giving children those access to books that are developmentally appropriate as well, that the babies get the baby books and the board books that they can put in their mouths, and as you get older you get more of the words on the books and whatnot. I think that's going to be huge for families to be able to access. And then the bilingual aspect of the books too, where they can get a book in their home language, is going to be really nice for families to feel like I too can contribute to my child's development.
100%. Yeah, 100%. And the books, I'm glad that you mentioned that, because they are age appropriate. We're looking at making certain that the books are universal enough to hit the mailboxes of families in Tennessee as well as in California, that the children can see themselves in the books, and that they also are being showcased a world outside of that they might not already know. So it's important that there's diversity in the books, and that's something that we really strive for. So I appreciate you mentioning that.
Thank you.
I have another question for you. In your expert opinion and your incredible background that you have in education, would you say that a program like this could improve that percentage? You said 53% already to enter kindergarten, is that right?
Yes.
Do you see a program like this helping improve that number?
Yes, I really do hope that families take advantage and really do utilize the books with their kiddos. But I think that there are opportunities to work with community partners, even Parks and Rec at the city levels, to talk about how do we incorporate some of these resources in, just like the parks that we have or story times that they offer, but just really focusing efforts countywide in communities around literacy is important for us to kind of advocate for. Once the books get out there, let's do something with them and not let them sit on shelves. So we want to be able to support not only the families but our community partners to get the families to really start using those books.
I love that you say that, because in Ohio we actually have a story time park walk where the children's books are brought to life in the park, and that would be something really neat to see unfold. Just putting that out there. But anyway, thank you for bringing that up. Is there anything else that you want to impart upon those who are listening at home about early literacy, Dolly Parton's Imagination Library, First Five? Anything else that you want to share?
No, we're just really excited to have the books out here, to partner with you guys on rolling them out, using our data to help identify maybe areas of need and families that could support, and then supporting our, like I said, our partners in our school districts, so that they're the biggest connectors to our families, so that they're informing the families about this opportunity too.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here today.
Sure. Thank you guys for having me.
We're excited to collaborate with you to get these books to our kids in OC.
Yep.
And Dolly Parton's Imagination Library is celebrating 30 years of operation. We are in 5 countries. We are the largest book gifting program in the world. 1 in 7 children in the United States actually are receiving the Imagination Library books, and we'll be rolling out this program hopefully soon to 170,000 0 to 5-year-olds in Orange County.
And that being said, if you are a listener and you have a child, a grandchild, a neighbor next door that you mentor, please be sure to get them pre-registered so that they will know when this program launches here in Orange County. Go to powerofonefoundation.org/OC Imagination Library. You can pre-register there. You can also support or donate there if you're interested in helping this program come to life for our kids in Orange County. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.